The stock market is near all-time highs once again, and just a few weeks ago, we were thinking we were going into recession. What is going on? I think I have a few ideas. Hey guys, it's Jeremy from the Financial Education Channel. So today we're talking about the stock market and how it is approaching all-time highs once again. And just a few weeks ago, everybody was talking about recession. US is going into recession. Emerging markets are weak. Janet Yellen's going to raise rates. That's going to make things even worse. And now, a few weeks later, we're approaching all-time highs ever in the stock market. So what happened between now and then to get us to this place? I have a few ideas on a few reasons why. One is Janet Yellen said she's only going to raise rates 2 times this year when 4 times were expected. That type of softness out of her has produced the market to think things are not that great, but for the stock market, it doesn't necessarily mean bad things, because now that means more cheap money keeps sloshing around, more debt can go out there and whatnot at these very, very insanely low rates. Insanely low rates. We're talking about they're near 0% right now. And when she is going to raise them, she's going to raise them 0.25%. 0.25%, that's like nothing. That's reason number one. Reason number two, and this is a funny one, Apple. Apple has really begun to come back, and Apple's importance on the entire market is insane. It is by far the most important stock if you look at it for how much it weighs on the S&P 500. It's also one of the most important in investors' minds because it's the biggest company in the world and they attract so much attention. So when people see Apple doing good, they think, okay, things are all right, and doesn't necessarily mean Apple's business is good, but it depends on what Apple's stock price is. And so many people are invested in Apple. Apple is the most widely held company by retail investors, by 401k investors, by everybody. So when Apple does a little better, everybody thinks everything's going to do a little better, and it kind of pushes everything up, and people feel more comfortable to go invest in the next stock and the next stock, or buy more Apple or this stock. That's reason number two. And reason number three is we haven't had any real data come out that says we are going into a recession in the United States. Without that, there's really nothing that can push down the markets right now, because there's no data out there that says, we're going toward that. It's just all very malign data. A bunch of data that's just, things aren't that great, things aren't that bad. Emerging markets seem to be stabilizing, and that also helps things. So the question is, are the markets going to reach all-time highs? The Dow's only about 400 points right now off of the all-time high. So we're talking about a couple percent away from basically being at all-time highs again, breaking through that. Will this happen? I don't know. We shall just see. Remember, sell in May and go away. That's the saying. Will that work this year, where markets will start reaching all-time highs in April, this coming month, and then next thing you know, they drop back down? We will just have to see. What do you guys think? Subscribers, what do you guys think? Anybody that hasn't subscribed, please subscribe to the channel. We talk about so many subjects like this that are a lot of fun to talk about, very interesting, and I love to hear what your guys' opinions are, whether you think I'm crazy or whether you think, I have some good points and whatnot. So, have a great day, guys.